want to show you how to dehydrate thyme, or preserve your thyme, or dry your thyme. This is German winter thyme. Can you see that? I did not grow this myself. I've never had an herb garden per se like I have this year. And so I bought one small seedling. Small, maybe just a few roots. And I put it in here a couple months ago. And this whole thing, I just cut a whole bunch of it. It was all a big mountain right there. And I just gave this half a haircut. And there it is. It's filled up this pretzel jar here. All that beautiful thyme. You cannot believe how good it smells. Now this I left. I'm probably going to cut a little bit more after I stop the video. And I have a whole nother pot down here that I made to take inside for the winter this year. Half of that is thyme and half of that's oregano. So I'm going to go give that a serious haircut as well. And I've been told that this is all going to grow back. I mean, I've still got several warm months left, so I anticipate getting a lot more of this. So let me cut a little bit more, and I'll take you in and show you how I'm going to dehydrate it. Now, if you don't have a dehydrator, you can absolutely do this in the sun. You can do it on a warm counter or in your oven. So sit tight, and I'll get inside and show you what's next. Okay, I just gave it all a quadruple rinse in a big dish in the sink and just rinse, rinse, rinse. Not many leaves came off at all. And I took off the biggest woody stems, but I left all the rest of the stems. I think it's better to leave it on the stems and then dehydrate it rather than pulling it off. I think they would just turn into little nothings and be harder to capture. Now with this Sedona dehydrator, which I adore, it's all programmable. It's like totally high-tech computerized, my favorite. I got to remember to make it on 2 trays. They give you a regular sheet that has holes in it, and then you buy these extra Teflex sheets that I make all my, anything with runny stuff on it, like my kale chips or my banana blueberry raw cookies, all that I put on the Teflex because I don't want it to drip down. These seeds are so tiny, I thought, it's got a little jammed up in here, that the seeds might fall through the holes, so that's why I'm using the Teflex. Once they get pretty dry, I will take the Teflex out and flip them over and then just let them dry on the regular rack with holes on it. I'm probably going to set this for, let's see, I'll push them in. Since I've never done thyme, I've never done herbs in my life, but I know this dehydrator really well. I'm thinking, I like to leave everything under 108, 109 degrees so it stays raw and all the nutrients stay in it. And I'm going to put it, you can either do the top tray only, top 4 trays only to conserve energy, or the bottom trays only, or all trays. So since I gave it extra space, I'm going to put all trays, do it all day and all night, and I'm just going to leave it run for a lot of hours. It's probably going to need about 12 hours max. Put the power on. Yeah, there we go. So I'll just check on it every couple hours because that's fun. So I'm excited. Once they're all done, I'll give you a peek and show you what we were left with at the end. The thyme is done. This is the next day, and it's totally crackly dry. You can hear it's real crunchy, and here's what it looks like. I picked some off the stems, but now I'm going to just take them all out and strip them. They'll come off just like, it won't take me 5 minutes to do all these trays, if that, 3 minutes maybe, to pick off all the thyme, throw out the stems, and then I'll show you the final result. So all those 3 racks of thyme turned into this little pile, this little mountain here. And it took a little bit longer than I thought because what happened is, here are some of the stems. These heavy stems, they didn't break when I pulled the thyme off, but these little fine, super fine stems, some of them when I was pulling it off, they would break off in there. And there's nothing wrong with eating stems. They probably have great nutrition in them, or at least they're fiber and bulk. But I kind of wanted a clean product, so I just wanted to let you know that when you're stripping the leaves, strip them this direction and this direction, because when you strip them that direction, they don't want to come off at all. And then try not to get in the stems in there. And I just went through it and sifted it, and it's just all beautiful. Smells amazing. I was going to make it into a powder, and you can absolutely do that by putting it in a coffee grinder, but I think I like it just like this. I'm going to put it in a jar, and I think I just like the dynamic, flavor that I'm going to get by having it whole like this, and then I'll kind of crunch it up when I put it in my soups and stews and that kind of thing. Pasta sauces, pizzas, it just smells so good. It has oil, you know, the oil from the leaf in it. So anyway, now you've seen me grow thyme and pick thyme and dry it and now take it off. Oh, here's the little stems. All that pile of stems right there came out of there. And, you know, I think the saving your own time is just so exciting. I mean, imagine every time I cook, I'm going to be able to know where this came from, how pure and clean it is, and it won't be stale. So many herbs in the stores are really stale, and this will just be fresh and beautiful. And I have the pride knowing that I grew it. And I just think it's a great thing, dehydrating herbs, dehydrating thyme. So that's it for now. Oh, let me show it to you in the jar. Hold on. Okay, here it is. Isn't that precious? This is a, I don't know, looks like 12, 14 ounce jar. And that's it. That's all the time that came up. And that'll last me quite a while. And I know you think, oh, that's so much work to go through to grow it and wait all those months and tend to it and dehydrate it and pick it just for that little amount. But I'll tell you, the flavor, the smell, the liveness of it, it unparalleled. And if you buy it in the store, it could have been there a year. I mean, you just open those, even organic herbs, they just smell, you know, old and stale sometimes. So I'm really happy with this. I'm going to keep dehydrating herbs. But, you know, I particularly like thyme. I'm going to do all of them, and I'll do different videos on them for you. If they have any differences, you'll get to see. But I feel very excited with it. This is homegrown, organic thyme, dehydrated, dried, and ready to go. Thanks so much for being with me. Sending you much love from my garden to yours. And don't forget to subscribe. We got a lot of great things coming out. Love sharing this with you and appreciate you very much for being with me. Bye-bye.